I would like to welcome you all to this virtual interview, and I'll be asking you all some questions about regarding your project and how you all started and did the research work and got up with it. So, as we all know, yesterday Prime Minister gave us a speech which focuses on आत्मनिर्भरता. हम सभी को आत्मनिर्भर होने की जरूरत है और आप लोग का प्रोजेक्ट एक ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट है जो हमें आत्मनिर्भर बनाने की बात करता है और इंडिया को एक ऐसे टेक्नोलॉजिकल लेवल पर ले जा रहा है जहां हमें रहने की जरूरत है. हम सभी जानते हैं कि भारत को एक ऐसी जगह होना चाहिए था जहां अभी यूएसए, रशिया या अदर इंग्लैंड और दूसरी कंट्रीज हैं. हमें वहां पहुंचने के लिए ऐसे इनोवेशंस, ऐसी मोटिवेशन, ऐसे आइडियाज की बहुत जरूरत थी. So now I would like to ask Jannat that how you all got this idea of making this glove and how you thought of doing it.
Right. So we came up with this idea back 2 years back, I guess. We started working on the project. Had one of the doctors. He came to us and said there are long OPD lines. So how can we reduce that? So then was this idea that we came. Okay, we can have this glove. You can take the readings from anywhere, and then the doctor as well as the patient can monitor it from any place, thus reducing the OPD lines, which is like the need of the hour right now.
Yeah.
So right, so we began this. So we began with it as a project, and now it has gone to this level. So here we are today.
Yeah, I would like to congratulate you all for doing such great job. And as you mentioned that this thing is very important for this situation as the pandemic is hitting us so hard and people are not able to reach the hospitals and get checkup done. So I would like to ask any one of you to answer this, how this innovation can help the older ones or the people to not go to the hospital and still get the condition solved, their issues solved. Can someone answer this question, please?
Basically, our device is an IoT device, which means our device is embedded with internet, so we can have access to internet. So our patients can remotely access the data, as well as the doctors can also remotely access the data, and all the data from the glove will be basically over in the cloud through the internet. That was our plan from the start. So through this, during these pandemic times, as you know, we have to maintain social distancing.
Yeah.
So the patient take the readings and send it to doctors, and doctors can check up and send their feedbacks to the patients without going anywhere else. So the physiotherapy won't be disrupted, and patients can comfortably work from home.
Yeah. So as you have already told very nicely that we should be thinking, because the old ones cannot go to the hospital, so this will be useful as the data is already stored in our devices and it could be transferred to the hospitals and they can get their checkup done. And I would like to ask that how were you able to make balance between your daily working and daily studies with the the project, and how are you maintaining the balance between both the works?
So basically, what our college does is we have a flexible time. So whenever our classes get over, we have a lot of free time, and our college have always encouraged us to take part in other activities, whether they are related to our curriculum or not. Also, our Design and Innovation Center lab, the DSC lab, has provided us many resources and proper guidance through which we have been able to utilize our time to the best possible method. So we have always devoted ourselves to these projects, and our teachers have always helped us in doing so. So So basically, this is what that's why we are able to manage our curriculum as well as our project studies.
Yeah.
So be it the college or the mentors, everybody was
Yeah.
very supportive and cooperative towards us. We had late evening working hours as well. Like if the college gets off at 5 o'clock, we had our labs open till 10 p.m. or 8 p.m. so that we can work
Yeah.
after college as well if required. So they were
Mhm.
quite supportive with us.
Yeah. So, like, can anyone explain me the role of your mentors and how they help you and guided you to reach your goals and accomplish this project and follow your passion?
Right. So Dr. Renu Veg is our project in charge, and Dr. Rakesh Tuli is our research advisor. So they
Yeah.
help us at every step. Like any guidance, any support you need, you can just go to them. They'll guide you.
Yeah.
Then we have Dr. Prashant Jindal and Dr. Mamta Juneja, who work constantly with us towards achieving our goals. Whether it's our monthly act, whether it's our planning or some research thing that we are having difficulty in, we can always reach out to them, and they're very supportive, very cooperative with us. They'll guide us like, okay, so why are you not using this procedure, and why are you
Hmm.
using this procedure? So they'll question us so that we'll go and research, and okay, why
Yeah.
not this and why this. So they were very helpful at every step.
Yeah. So I would like to ask someone else who can answer this question. That can you give me a overall view of your project, that how it started and how long it took and how much hard work it like happened, and how you all came up with this great idea, and how you completed and achieved your goals at the end?
Okay, so I am Rashi. I would like to answer this question. So
Yeah.
it's been more than a year that I am associated with this project. So it
Yeah.
took a lot of time, lot of hard work, lot of ups and downs, lot of demotivation, and then again lot of motivation to take this project to this stage. Like
Yeah.
last year in July, I guess this we registered for this competition. At that time, we were not at all. There was not even 1% chance we felt that we'll come up to this level. Then after that, we got selected. Then after that, we had to present our project at Delhi. We got selected there also. There we got third prize. So
Hmm.
it basically these achievements made us motivated. After
Yeah.
that also sometimes we felt like, okay, how are we going to do this, how are we going to manage it? But constantly we were upgrading ourselves, upgrading the device so that we could reach to a level so that we could provide some assistance to people when
Yeah.
they are in need. So
Yeah.
that was the whole idea. And today we are here.
Yeah. So like some people, like for students, and we all feel that we have lost somewhere when we are doing something good. Like we all wanted to get 99% of first rank. So you all must have been, when you were like proceeding and getting good ranks and you reached the third position, you must be feeling some pain or some loss that you got third position. I think it was not the case, and maybe, but if you had such a feeling, and why do you feel that you were not the one at first position but in third, and still feel proud to be third and motivate others to do such work?
See, basically, when we hard work to achieve something, it's not like that we want first. It's
Yeah.
like we aim for first, but if we end up getting third amongst 3400, then that's a
Yeah.
very big achievement. And moreover, we were much more satisfied because those who were standing at first and second, they deserved it. They did
Yeah.
something which was really different. Though ours is
Mhm.
also different, but they deserved it. So it was
Yeah.
kind of fulfilling and satisfying that yes, at least we made it to this level from where we started and from where we have reached. So that is a kind of motivation to us. Moreover, our teachers, all the mentors, they always motivated us along all this process every time. So it
Yeah.
came up as a running factor.
Yeah. So can someone explain me the working of this innovation? How does it work for, like, to people, to understand people, like people should understand their working and how it is easy, how easy it is to work with, and so can you explain me how it works?
So basically what happens is when we go to a physiotherapist, we have to, they use a device called a goniometer, which is a protector like device. So that with that, he or she measures each degree, each finger joint differently.
Yeah.
So there are 14 joints. So the process is very hard and cumbersome. With this device,
Okay.
what you have to do is just wear the glove, flex his or her hand, and the readings will show up on the device through the cloud. It's that easy. The device maintains the data on the app on a cloud-based server, so they never lose some data or previous work. And the physiotherapist can also anytime guide them that they are making progress, or is the physiotherapy that they are applying working or not working.
Okay. So I would like to ask you that you have been awarded with a huge amount of money, and they have like funded you. So how you feel about that? And after getting such a huge amount of fund, how are you taking your work forward?
Can you please repeat?
Yeah. So you have been awarded with funding, and it's a huge amount. So how it is helping you to work forward for like achieving that goal that you have been awarded with such amount of money? So how are you planning to use that and work with it?
Okay. So
Yeah,
Rashid.
you both can answer one by one.
Okay, we have, when we came up with this project and we developed this project, so we've used a lot of sensors and other technology in it. So money would help us to get all those technology requirements for our production of more gloves, so that we can help more people with our project and our innovation. And also, it would help us to reach out to people who might be in need of such a kind of innovation, because it will make their jobs more efficient and easier, be it the doctors or the therapists. So we've not yet laid out a particular exact plan because of the lockdown situation, but this is what we decided when we participated in this competition, that these would be the things we would do with the money that we are allocated, if allocated. So now, since we've been allocated the funds, so we'll make a proper roadmap and decide the exact allocation of the funds. But mainly it would be for the production of more gloves to help more people.
Yeah. So as we all know, everybody says that youth is a backbone of our country, and we are there to rule and govern our country afterwards. So I would like to ask you all that what do you feel about the condition and how we can help our nation grow, as you people have done a great startup and made this a great project and also got rewarded for it. But I know you people have more such beautiful ideas and must be coming up with them every day, and this lockdown must be a little thinking like little time for you to think over your ideas and get research done and study a lot of things. So how do you think that you can give a message to youth so that they can also use their lockdown time productively and come up with some new ideas, and can you explain them how to do research work and like come up with their project as a working model?
Right. So I would like to say, like, to all the people out there, no idea is small. Let me tell you, we started this as merely a project and reached top level. So remember, you'll constantly work towards it and then achieve your goals. So work on your idea. Explain your idea to your teachers, to your mentors. They'll help you. Like, we've been guided at every step by our mentors. You have plenty of people out there waiting for you. They'll help you in every aspect. So just don't feel down with this lockdown situation. It's just a part and parcel of life. It will eventually, and we'll move back to the normal style as we had been earlier. So just don't lose hope.
Yes. So does anyone else want to share their ideas or give the motivation to others to reach out to their goals?
Yes, I would like to say that See, about ideas and about projects, people always think that we should do something big. We should do something
Yeah.
that is unique. The thing is
Yeah.
that the best ideas are those that come up with very small things.
Yeah.
Everyone is making PPE, that kits, and the face masks.
Yeah.
Let us take the idea of face mask, or I saw on YouTube that one person actually used that 5 liter water bottle for making face masks. Those,
Yeah.
so it's an idea and it can be used very efficiently. So it's like
Hmm.
you should always try finding anything innovative in anything. It can be anything. So we
Yeah.
also started with a very, you know, अजीब सा project that okay हो जाएगा किसी तरह, but eventually it came up so big. We never thought it would become so big. It was a
Yeah.
simple idea. It had simple sensors, and okay, we have to incorporate it and make it something unique. So it's all about making it unique, making it and keeping it simple, and that's it. That can make them unique.
Very nice. So I would like to conclude by saying that you all have worked so hard, and team of 7 has always been a good number. As we all know, Dhoni's jersey is also 7, and we have 7 days in a week, and also 7 wonders were there, and there are many 7 things, good things. You people are doing very great. And I would like to say that, as Narendra Modi ji also said yesterday, that we should be doing for ourselves, we should be self-reliant. And I have been with Nanaji Deshmukh, Bharat Ratna Nanaji Deshmukh, and my parents were working with him. And he's also a great example for self-reliant like campaign. He started a self-reliant campaign for the village people to they should be like, they had all the things and they worked for themselves and they made their villages self-reliant. Likewise, the Krishnamurti's idea, or the other great people or APJ Abdul Kalam, he was one of the great example for us to be self-reliant. He always gave us the opportunity, the ideas, he motivated us. And there are many people motivating us, and you are motivation for us, as you people have done a great job, and your university is proud, we are proud, and everyone is proud, because you people have done a great job, which made all of us proud, and even your parents are proud about you. So thank you so much for being here and telling all your valuable things, and how you all started and got the opportunity to reach your goals. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.